Welcome to Indie Attack. I'm Woody.
And I am Kelson.
And today we are playing Water Hazard by Humuli. There's 3 U's in there.
Ooh.
And this game is a send-up to early survival horror, more specifically your tank-controlled Resident Evil.
Yes.
And games such as that. The name, I am presuming, is a, send up to Biohazard, the Japanese name for Resident Evil. This is Water Hazard, also a pun because of the golf thing, and because you're on a boat in the middle of the ocean, you're a guy with a gun, and you're exploring.
Yes. And so this is a Ludum Dare 29 game, I believe.
Yep.
So
48 hours.
So 48 hours, and let that pepper our review as it always does for Ludum Dare games. What did you think, Woody, about Water Hazard?
This is very accurate to the original Resident Evil games.
Yes.
Which is both a positive and a negative. It does a very good job in emulating that, but depending on your preference for those games and how much you have played of them, you might not enjoy how those play all that much.
Yeah, definitely. There's something about creating a game like this today, because you don't have that nostalgia factor, because it's not Resident Evil.
Yes.
It's Water Hazard. So maybe you would be a little more patient with something that you had that nostalgia for from the era, I suspect.
But that being said, for like a 2-day project, this is amazing.
Yes.
And
yes.
To come up with something like this in 2 days, and like it's very clearly intended to be a homage, because like reading the page for the Ludum Dare entry is the 90s features include tank controls, static cameras, low-res color and textures with perspective errors, no texture filtering, and low poly models with vertex rounding errors.
Yeah, so it's a total rousing success, basically.
Yes, I guess that's kind of the heart of what we're getting to this. It's a rousing success at what it is attempting to do. What it actually does is going to depend entirely upon your nostalgia for early low-res 3D survival horror.
Yeah, and you know what? There's some people out there who would be so pumped at we played this is one of those pastiche type games, and some people are going to be really pumped about it. I wouldn't say that I had a blast. Mainly because the controls are pretty funko status, but I still, damn it if I didn't appreciate the experience, though.
I would sort of agree with that assessment. I do not particularly have a lot of nostalgia for that really early survival horror like that. I enjoy some of those games, but I think the controls and the graphics work. They're a product of their time, and early 3D does not hold up well.
No,
but that said, I think it's fantastic at what it actually is trying to do. So this is kind of an instance of trying to separate how much fun I had with the game versus how good I think it is, because I think it's actually really good for what it tries to do.
Yeah, exactly, and I completely, I'm right there with you. I really I wouldn't even know what to say as a criticism, because it isn't my area of expertise. The early survival horror 3D games like this. So I'll just go ahead and say they mission accomplished for this developer, and yeah, thumbs up.
Probably the best feature about this game is that it has Oculus Rift support.
Oh, right, yeah, that blew my mind. I mean, that is the most audacious. I said this already off mic, but I cannot think of a more nauseating experience than playing this game on the Oculus Rift, because it's just so herky-jerky, intentionally herky-jerky, and oh man, I felt seasick playing it, just sitting on my desktop, let alone strapping on the old Oculus.
This game is enjoyable and it is fun, but you might want to make sure it's your cup of tea first.
Definitely.